Come Tuesday, there will be 78 levies on the ballots in Mahoning, Trumbull, and Columbiana counties combined. 71 of those are renewals.
Which got me wondering, do school boards, township trustees, and mayors take renewals for granted, assuming that they will just pass? Austintown has 4 renewals on the ballot, so I went there to find out. A billboard along Austintown's Mahoning Avenue this afternoon reminded people of the 2 school levy renewals on Tuesday's ballot.
They raise about $5.1 million, which is about 10% of our total budget.
Austintown School Superintendent Dave Capizzello admits one thing about renewal levies.
They are supposed to pass because there's no new money.
But Capizzello also says renewals can be indicators of performance.
I gauge renewals by the temperature of the district, whether they feel like the schools are doing a good job, the number of percentage that it does pass by. So we're going to see how they feel about what we're doing.
And what percentage of victory would Capizzello consider good?
Anything in the 80s.
Anything in the 80s is good, okay.
70s is respectable.
Also on the ballot in Austintown are 2 township levies, one for the parks, another for the roads. Trustee Jim Davis agrees margin of victory can be a gauge of performance, but he says don't read too much into it.
If this was a new tax, that would be a good gauge as to how people feel that we're doing. So I don't want to take their yes vote for granted.
The township and school district approach their levy campaigns differently.
We assembled a team of parents. We gave them a little bit of a game plan about what we should do. They had a lot of input.
Since by law no tax dollars can be used for a campaign, the team of parents raised money to pay for the billboards, signs, and flyers. But the township did not form a renewal committee, instead relying on a few signs and word of mouth.
We hope that the work that our employees do, that exemplifies just number one, their hard work and effort, and number two, just the way we've been very frugal about things, that people understand this is a necessity.
Now, if by chance any of the 4 renewals in Austintown would fail, they don't expire until the end of next year, which means they could try again next year in both the primary and the general elections.